class, welcome back. We're going to just finish up lesson 8 now. So hopefully you've already solved this because it was your exit ticket, but I am going to take it up with you just in case you wanted to follow through, see where you made your mistakes, so that you don't make them on a test or a quiz. Alrighty, so we're going to get started now. It's very similar to the format that we followed in our first word problem. We're going to let x or something, we're going to have some type of variable, we're going to have it represent something, so we're going to have two variables. Then we're going to make the equation for each line. You can make a table of values, right? And then we're going to graph them and we're going to find our point of intersection. All right, so first things first, let's make our, right, definitions. So it says that two pizza parlors have very different pricing schemes for their medium pizza, right? So at Pizza Pie, they charge $3 per item, and then at Mamma Mia Pizza, they charge $6 plus $1 per item, right? So our thing that changes here is the number of toppings that you have, so that could be item, right? So we'll say I'm going to say x equal, or let x represent, right? You could have used t, you could have used whatever variable you wanted. So I'm going to say let x represent number of items, right? And then I'm going to say let y represent cost. Let y represent cost, right? So with that, let's do for each location. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to actually highlight these. So I'm going to make Pizza Pie in green, and then maybe we'll do Mamma Mia in orange, because those two colors seem to be the ones that I have over here. So for Pizza Pie, we know that there's no upfront cost. They're just making us pay $3 for every topping that we have. So it can be, the cost of that pizza is just going to be 3, right, times the amount of toppings that you get. For Mamma Mia Pizza, right, it says that it's $6 plus, so they charge you $6 up front plus $1 for every item. So we're going to say y is equal to, we know there's going to be plus 6, because even if you don't get toppings, you got to put in that $6, plus just 1x, but I can leave the 1 alone and just say x plus 6, right? All right, so I got my two equations here. What am I going to do next? I'm going to go and graph them, right? So this tells us to make our own line and our own axes. I'm going to start at 0 because that just makes the most sense. And I'm going to go up by 1. You could have gone up by 2, 3, whatever you felt like going up by, but I like going up by 1 because it just makes plotting a little bit easier for me, right? So I'm going to use just that rise over run method, right, where I just use the y-intercept form to plot my graph. You can make a table of values. It's completely up to you how you would like to do it. Table of values is, again, like I said, a little bit more accurate in my opinion, but it's completely up to you how you would like to go about that. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll probably put a 9 over here just in case. Okay, so that's what I'm going to make it look like. I'm going up by 1s, over by 1s. It just makes my plotting easier. So let's just go here. I know I have y equals 3x, which means that my rise is going to be 3 and my run is going to just be 1. So I know this plot's going to go up 3 over 1. Right, so let's go plug that in. I know that it starts at 0, 0, because if I have no toppings, right, it's going to be 3 times 0. Up 1 over 3, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, and then again up 3 over 1. Okay, and then I'm going to go in, I'm going to use my handy dandy ruler. Make sure you use your ruler, otherwise your lines won't be straight, and then you will not get what you are trying to achieve. Okay, so that's going to be my graph of y equals 3x, which is our Pizza Pie location. Again, if you feel comfortable using a table of values, I honestly suggest using a table of values. I'm just doing this in the interest of time and in the interest of people who actually want to do it this way. Okay, so I know that if I'm going to go to Mamma Mia Pizza, even if I get no toppings, right, I'm going to be at 6. And then I know for every topping I want after that, I'm going to go up 1 over 1, right, because my slope is 1 over 1. So I know I'm going to have 7 toppings, it's going to be 7 plus 6, right? Or 6 plus 1. So it'll be 7, up and over, up and over, up and over. I'm just going to keep going up 1 over 1 because that's what I know my slope is, right? Until I'm left with that line. I'm just going to go here. My slope is 1 over 1, so it's up 1 over 1, and they're both positive. Because why would you pay someone to order pizza from your place? It's a pretty bad business model. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take my handy dandy ruler. I'm going to hold it down, and I'm going to go and connect my dots, right? Expand it so that you know that it's going forever in one direction, right? And those are our 2 lines. So when I'm going to be asked, which pizza parlor should you choose, right? I'm going to go back to, okay, which pizza parlor should I choose? Which one was going to give me like the most amount of toppings or the most bang for my buck, right? It really depends. If you are a 3-topping pizza person, right? If you go here and you look at 3-topping pizzas, they're both going to cost us $9, regardless of where we get them from. Right? So if you're a 3-topping pizza person, you're willing to pay $10 or $9 plus tax, whatever it is, give them your money, that's fine. It doesn't really matter where you get your pizza from. But if you're only getting, say, cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza, that would be cheese and pepperoni, so 2 toppings. If you're a 2-topping pizza person, then why would you pay the extra amount at our friends Mamma Mia Pizza, right? It's Mamma Mia. So, when it says, which pizza parlor should you choose? I would write, it depends. Right? On the number of toppings you want. If you want more than 3 toppings, then you want to go with Mamma Mia Pizza. They cost less the more toppings you get. So if you want more than 3, right? Just look at the graph. More than 3 toppings, Mamma Mia is cheaper. So you'd want to go with Mamma Mia Pizza. If you want just 3 toppings, it doesn't matter. They both cost the same. And last but not least, if you only want 1 or 2 toppings, right? If you want less than 3 toppings, then our friends at Pizza Pie make sense. So it just depends on which or how many toppings you want, and you can pick and make that decision based on the graph, right? And that's what I want you to be able to take away from this, is trying to figure out, okay, based on what I know and what I understand from inferring this graph, where should I get my pizza from? Okay? And that is the end of our exit ticket there. Thank you.